We live in an age where everything is designed to make life easier. Faster delivery, smarter devices, softer chairs, and endless entertainment at our fingertips. Yet, despite having more comfort than any generation before us, why do so many people feel stuck? Why does motivation vanish the moment life becomes too easy? Why do dreams fade, not because of failure, but because of comfort? This is the hidden story of how comfort slowly destroys ambition. A quiet epidemic shaping the psychology of modern humans, invisible, addictive, and devastatingly effective. To understand how comfort erodes ambition, we must start with its origin, the rise of convenience as a cultural ideal. After World War II, the Western world entered a new era of prosperity. The message was simple: work hard, earn more, and life will get easier. And it did. Technological progress exploded. Dishwashers replaced hours of scrubbing. Cars replaced long walks. Television replaced community gatherings. Comfort became the reward. And over time, it became the goal itself. But there's a hidden psychological trap here. When comfort becomes the destination, the human drive, the hunger that built civilizations, starts to decay. In psychology, this is known as the hedonic adaptation trap. Our brain adjusts to comfort so quickly that what once felt luxurious soon feels normal. So we chase more ease, more convenience, more shortcuts, and slowly, without realizing it, we stop chasing growth. Let's talk biology. Your brain evolved for survival, not happiness, not comfort. In ancient times, your reward system released dopamine not when you achieved comfort, but when you pursued something difficult. That's why humans once explored continents, built cities, and invented flight. The struggle itself was the source of meaning. But now, the modern brain faces a contradiction. Every small hit of convenience, a like, a notification, an Amazon delivery, releases the same dopamine your ancestors earned through battle, exploration, and risk. Except this time, there's no growth behind it. We've hacked our own reward system, and the more comfort we consume, the more painful discomfort becomes. That's why cold showers, discipline, or delayed gratification feel unbearable to so many. The brain now interprets effort as danger. This is not weakness, it's rewiring. Over time, your brain learns that effort equals discomfort and discomfort equals threat. So it shuts down ambition before it even begins. We've built a world so optimized for comfort that challenge has become optional. The food we eat requires no hunting. The communication we do requires no courage. The money we earn often requires no movement. Every generation before us fought for comfort. And now, this generation is being softened by it. In the words of psychologist Dr. Anna Lemke, the modern world is designed to overstimulate our pleasure pathways while numbing our capacity for sustained effort. Comfort has become the new dopamine drug. It's not just about rest. It's about escape. Netflix instead of reflection. Online shopping instead of discipline. Validation instead of self-worth. We aren't resting anymore. We're hiding. Every scroll, every click, Every binge session whispers the same lie. You're okay where you are. Don't push too hard. But ambition doesn't die in failure. It dies in contentment without growth. There comes a moment when comfort turns from healing into decay. At first, it feels peaceful. You've worked hard. You deserve rest. But comfort's danger lies in its invisible timeline. Days turn into weeks. Weeks turn into years. And one day, you wake up and realize you're not resting anymore. You're rusting. Psychologists call this the plateau effect. When the brain no longer receives challenge or novelty, motivation circuits begin to shut down. The once ambitious person who dreamed big now feels tired. The fire turns to ash, not from burnout, but from boredom. In a study by Stanford University, 92% of participants admitted they procrastinate not because of fear of failure, but because the tasks no longer felt stimulating. The comfort zone, then, isn't safe. It's slow death disguised as peace. In history, civilizations have fallen not from weakness, but from excess. The Roman Empire, once fueled by conquest and innovation, collapsed into decadence, wealth, luxury, and moral apathy. The Ottoman Empire, too, decayed from within after centuries of ease. Every great society faces the same paradox. The struggle that builds prosperity is never the same struggle that maintains it. Today, we face that same mirror. Technology has replaced effort, comfort has replaced hunger, and dopamine has replaced discipline. We've created a generation of people overstimulated yet underfulfilled, chasing micro-pleasures but starved for meaning. Over 60% of employees report feeling disengaged at work. 1 in 3 young adults say they feel no clear purpose in life. These are not numbers, they're symptoms. The sickness of too much ease, the slow decay of ambition doesn't always look tragic. It's subtle, quiet, polite. It looks like I'll do it tomorrow, like I'm fine where I am, like maybe next year. But every time you delay your potential, a small part of your identity dissolves. In behavioral psychology, this is called self-efficacy erosion. The longer you remain inactive, the less your brain believes you're capable of acting at all. Over time, comfort turns into fear, fear of risk, fear of discomfort, fear of failure, and that fear slowly hardens into apathy. It's not that people stop dreaming. They just stop believing. Years pass. The mirror doesn't lie. Comfort becomes regret's closest friend. But the story doesn't have to end here. Across the world, more people are waking up to this truth, rediscovering the power of discomfort. The anti-comfort movement is rising. Cold exposure, fasting, silent retreats, digital detox. These are not trends. They are corrections. Science backs this up. Studies show that short-term discomfort, like controlled stress or deliberate challenge, reactivates the dopamine system and boosts long-term motivation. Dr. Andrew Huberman of Stanford explains it simply. The human brain is wired to crave challenge. Without it, the reward system collapses. So discomfort isn't the enemy, it's the cure. Ambition isn't lost forever. It's buried under layers of convenience. To find it, we must relearn struggle. Start small, wake earlier than comfort wants you to. Do one thing today your future self would thank you for. Silence the noise, just for 10 minutes. Remember this. Every time you choose effort over ease, your brain rewires itself for growth. You are teaching it that discomfort is safe again, and slowly, hunger returns. Because ambition isn't about money or fame. It's about aliveness. It's the feeling of chasing something bigger than yourself. The fire that comfort tries to extinguish, but never truly can. So, what can we learn from this? Lesson 1. Comfort is a reward, not a lifestyle. Use it to recover, not to live inside it. Lesson 2. Challenge is the fertilizer of growth. Without resistance, even the strongest mind withers. Lesson 3. Discipline isn't punishment, it's self-respect. Each act of effort is a declaration that your potential still matters. If you feel your ambition fading, it's not because you're lazy. It's because you've been comfortable for too long. Comfort is beautiful, but only in doses. Stay there too long, and it becomes a cage made of silk. So, step into discomfort, embrace effort, reignite hunger, because everything you're looking for, purpose, energy, freedom, lives just outside your comfort zone. Music swells softly. And if this message resonated with you, take a moment to share your story in the comments. Tell us, what comfort are you ready to leave behind? Growth begins where comfort ends.